What if I told you that a silent, invisible force is already charting the course of your life? That artificial intelligence already knows your future? Not in some distant, hypothetical tomorrow envisioned by science fiction writers, but right now, at this very moment. This isn't magic. It's mathematics on an unimaginable scale. It's built from the digital ghost you leave behind every single day. Every tap on your phone, every search query whispered to a smart speaker, every purchase you make, every mile you drive, every heartbeat monitored by your watch. It's all data. A constant stream of information that paints an incredibly detailed portrait of who you are, what you desire, and how you behave. And this portrait is being fed into the most powerful learning systems ever created. These AI models are designed for one primary purpose: to find the signal in the noise, to identify patterns and correlations that are completely invisible to the human eye. This is the science of predictive analytics, supercharged. They don't just see what you did yesterday, they calculate the probability of what you will do tomorrow, next week, and next year. It begins with the trivial. The AI predicts the next song you'll want to hear, the news article that will grab your attention, the ad you won't be able to resist. But the predictions quickly escalate in significance. Financial institutions use AI to predict your credit worthiness, determining your access to loans and mortgages. Insurance companies use it to calculate your risk profile, setting the price of your health and life coverage. Employers use it to sift through thousands of resumes, predicting who will be a successful employee before a human ever sees your name. It knows your choices before you make them. It anticipates your mistakes before you stumble. And as it gathers more and more intimate data, from your social interactions to your genetic code, it begins to make predictions about the most fundamental aspects of your existence, your health, your happiness, and perhaps the most chilling prediction of all, the probable timeline of your life. So are we living in a predetermined world? Are paths laid out for us by lines of code? Who is building these digital crystal balls and what are their motives? And most importantly, can we change the future that AI has already written for us? In this investigation, we will journey to the frontier of artificial intelligence, to uncover the truth behind its predictive power and confront the profound questions it forces us to ask about destiny, free will, and what it truly means to be human in the age of the algorithm. Every click, every swipe, every heartbeat is collected. And with enough data, AI doesn't guess your future, it predicts it. This isn't magic, it's machine learning, trained on billions of data points, and it's changing 3 parts of your life forever. Let's pull back the curtain on 3 core areas where AI is not just participating but actively reshaping our world, our health, our wealth, and our very own behavior. In the sterile, high-stakes world of healthcare, AI is becoming the ultimate diagnostician. It's not just about processing data faster, it's about seeing what the human eye can't. AI can spot diseases years before symptoms appear. Take cancer detection. Google's AI has proven more effective than human radiologists at spotting breast cancer in mammograms, reducing both false negatives and false positives. It learns from millions of images, identifying subtle patterns that signal malignancy long before a tumor becomes life-threatening. This predictive power extends beyond images. One Stanford model predicted patient mortality with 95% accuracy. It didn't just guess, it did so by sifting through 2 million patient records. It learned the complex, almost invisible correlations between lab results, clinical notes, and patient histories to forecast a patient's decline. This isn't about a grim prophecy, it's about giving doctors a crucial window to intervene, to change the outcome, to provide comfort when a cure isn't possible. Now let's follow the money. In the digital coliseums of global finance, AI is the new apex predator. The old image of traders shouting on a stock floor is a relic. Today, the most significant moves are made in silence by algorithms executing trades in microseconds. These are high-frequency trading systems. They don't just read the news, they consume it. They analyze global market data, social media sentiment, and even satellite imagery, like counting oil tankers at sea to predict crude prices, all before a human analyst has finished their morning coffee. Financial AIs predict market trends before traders see them, making millions in seconds. But this speed comes with immense risk. The 2010 flash crash saw the Dow Jones plunge nearly 1,000 points in minutes, triggered by a cascade of automated sell orders. It was a stark reminder that the machines we've built to master the market can also break it, and AI's financial influence goes far beyond Wall Street. It's the algorithm that approves or denies your credit card application, and the fraud detection system that flags a suspicious purchase, promising a more efficient world but forcing us to confront difficult questions about algorithmic fairness. Finally, we turn the lens on the most intimate domain of all, our own minds. Every tap, every swipe, every pause is a data point, and AI is the master interpreter of this data, predicting and shaping our behavior in ways we're only beginning to understand. It starts innocently enough. Your apps predict your next binge watch, your next click. These recommendation engines are incredibly sophisticated, creating a personalized reality designed to keep you engaged. But this predictive power has a much darker application. The line "even your vote" isn't hyperbole, it's history. The Cambridge Analytica scandal was a watershed moment. By harvesting the data of millions, they built detailed psychological profiles. They knew users' fears, desires, and political leanings. They then used this knowledge to craft and deliver hyper-targeted, emotionally manipulative ads designed to influence decisions in the voting booth. This is the endgame of behavioral prediction, not just to foresee what you will do, but to make you do it. The AI that curates your social media feed isn't optimizing for truth, it's optimizing for engagement. And it has learned that outrage and fear are powerful tools for capturing our attention. We are living in a world architected by algorithms, and we must ask ourselves, in this world, how much of our choice is truly our own? So, we've journeyed through the sprawling landscape of artificial intelligence. We've seen how it's already revolutionizing medicine, reshaping our economies, and even changing the way we create art. The threads of AI are weaving themselves into the very fabric of our society, promising a future that could be beyond our wildest dreams. On one hand, we stand at the precipice of a potential utopia. Imagine a world where AI predictions eradicate diseases before they even begin, where personalized medicine is the norm for every single person on the planet. Picture AI models helping to solve the climate crisis by optimizing our energy grids and discovering new materials. This is a future where human creativity is not replaced but amplified, freeing us from mundane labor to pursue passion, discovery, and deeper connections. AI could be the key that unlocks a new golden age for humanity. But every coin has its flip side. The same predictive power that could save your life could also take away your freedom. We've also glimpsed a darker path, a future that looks less like a utopia and more like a digital cage. A world of pervasive surveillance, where every action is monitored, analyzed, and judged by an invisible, unaccountable algorithm. Imagine being denied a loan, a job, or even the right to travel based on a secret score you can't appeal. This is a future where algorithmic bias perpetuates societal inequalities, and where autonomous systems could make life-or-death decisions without human oversight. The very tools designed to connect us could be used to control us. So where does that leave us? Should we embrace it or fear it? Perhaps that's the wrong question. The reality is, AI is not a tidal wave we can choose to stop. It's a powerful river we must learn to steer. The critical question isn't we will use AI, but it's about who gets to write the rules. Will we demand transparency and accountability from the systems that govern our lives? Will we build ethical guardrails into the very code of these new intelligences? This isn't a conversation just for Silicon Valley CEOs and government officials, it's a conversation for all of us. Our collective choices and our demands for ethical design will determine which future we build. And that is the mission of this channel. To navigate these complex waters together, to ask the hard questions, and to empower you with the knowledge to be a part of that conversation. Because staying informed is no longer a hobby, it's a civic duty in the 21st century. If you believe this conversation is important, then join our community. Subscribe now, because our journey is far from over. In my next video, we're going to take a step deeper into the uncanny valley, exploring a technology that pushes the boundaries of what it means to be human. We'll explore the AI that can not just predict your choices, but can potentially rewrite your most cherished memories. What happens to truth when our own past can be edited? Who holds the power to delete a trauma or implant a belief? The implications are staggering, and you won't want to miss it.